Ronaldo asks, Bobby, how do you go about minimizing masking issues and dealing with mono compatibility when mixing left and right rhythm guitars?
Well, Ronaldo, thanks for your question, and it's a good one. Now, when it comes to the whole mono compatibility thing, I found that there's really two camps that most producers fall within when it comes to this issue. You have guys that obsess about mono compatibility, and then you have guys like me that don't really think about it much. In other words, I rarely check my mix in mono. Now, for example, if you have two microphones on a single source and you want to make sure that they're not kind of phasing each other out, and one is panned in the left speaker and the other is panned in the right, and you want to check mono compatibility that way, that's something that I will do from time to time if it's something I haven't recorded, but I don't worry about it when it comes to rhythm guitar tracks. I've even heard of people panning their guitars slightly in because they're worried about mono compatibility, but I honestly wouldn't worry about it. But I gotta say this, you are right. If you do vary your guitar or your amp or cab or impulse response, you are gonna end up with a wider sound that will maybe be a little more mono compatible, but again, it's not something I ever worry about. If you're stuck with the two guitar tones that you have, maybe you could EQ one side slightly different, like maybe cut a little bit of 1K out of the one side and boost a little bit of 1K out of the other. But again, it's not something that I would worry about too much. Just make sure you get the guitar sitting nicely in the mix in relation to the rest of your other instruments. That's what's gonna matter most, in my opinion. And this is something that I'll definitely be covering in future videos more in depth. Now, if you're looking to improve the sound of your mixes, it's critical to have a firm grasp on solid EQ and compression techniques. And this is why I'm offering you direct access right now for absolutely free to my crisp and clear heavy mix formula. The heavy mix formula is comprised of three main components: an EQ and compression cheat sheet that contains all of my starting points when it's time to mix a heavy production. Within the cheat sheet, there are clickable links to private mixing tutorials for all of the main instruments within a heavy production. And finally, there's a clickable link below each of the individual tutorials so you could download the exact same multi-tracks that I'm using so you can mix along with me. Again, the crisp and clear heavy mix formula is absolutely free, and there's a link below that you can click and you can have direct access right now. And until next time, happy mixing.